Welcome to the deep dive. We sift through the sources so you get the core knowledge. Today, we're looking at a piece of tech that's been making a lot of noise online.
Yeah, the ERAZER XT66Pro OWS wireless earphones.
Exactly. And the claims are, well, pretty extraordinary. We're talking real-time AI translation, 135 languages,
Mhm.
including like face-to-face, two-way voice translation. I mean, if that actually
It's
works.
a game changer for
Yeah,
travelers.
you're right.
Instantly communicate anywhere.
Totally.
But, before we get too carried away, let's just clarify what these are. OWS means Open Wireless System.
Okay.
So they typically sit outside your ear canal.
Right.
Good for comfort, awareness, that sort of thing.
Right.
But the big question our source material raises is whether the claims, especially that translation feature, really stack up against, well, the basic economics of the device.
Oh, yes. And the economics, that's where we hit the first major inconsistency, isn't it? The price.
Definitely. It's all over the map.
Our sources point out you can find these listed for what, around $17 on Alibaba?
Yeah, something like that. But then you see them on other sites for significantly more.
Which, on one hand, means doing a quick check could save you a good chunk of cash.
True. But it also rings some alarm bells, doesn't it? Especially when you think about the tech involved.
Explain that a bit more.
What reliable, real-time translation for 135 languages that needs serious processing power inside the earbuds, or a very stable, fast cloud connection. Probably both.
Okay.
Getting the hardware, the chips, managing the cloud costs. Doing all that for $17, it doesn't seem feasible computationally or economically.
So the huge price difference suggests what? A knockoff.
Yeah.
Or maybe the AI feature isn't quite what's advertised.
It strongly suggests one of those, yes.
Yeah.
Either it's a much simpler device being passed off, or the translation is, very basic, maybe unreliable, or perhaps barely works at all.
Right. So, okay, we've got the price puzzle, the technical questions. What about proof? Evidence? Did the sources find verification?
That's the next big issue. There are some significant gaps, knowledge gaps, that really raise question marks.
Such as?
Well, first, a real lack of independent user reviews, especially long-term ones on, major sites where people actually share detailed experiences.
So it's hard to know if they actually work well day to day or last long.
Exactly. You just can't gauge the real-world quality or how that 135 language claim holds up without that kind of feedback.
And the second gap.
Regulatory status, or the lack of mention of it. Our sources couldn't find clear info on standard certifications, things like FCC or CE marks.
Which usually tell you it's met basic safety and quality tests.
Precisely. Now, not having them doesn't automatically mean it's bad, but having them definitely adds a layer of trustworthiness. It's usually standard for electronics.
Okay, so we have price weirdness, technical questions, lack of reviews, missing certifications. But there's still this huge buzz online, right? Especially TikTok.
Oh, yeah. The hype is undeniable.
So couldn't it just be, a genuinely disruptive product? Maybe the $17 price is real, trying to shake up the market, and the reviews just haven't caught up.
That's the optimistic view, and it's tempting. But the source material really advises caution here.
Why specifically?
Because this kind of extreme social media hype, especially on platforms like TikTok, often involves paid influencers.
Ah.
Their main goal might be selling the product, not necessarily giving you the unvarnished truth. When you see claims this big with so little independent backing, well, historically, that's a red flag.
So tread carefully. Don't just trust the hype video.
Exactly. Look for verification outside those channels before you jump in.
Okay, let's synthesize this. Based on the sources, it sounds like nobody's outright calling it a scam, but...
But you absolutely need to approach it with caution. Do your homework. Be aware you might be overpaying depending on where you buy it.
And be realistic about whether that amazing translation feature will actually deliver.
Precisely. Don't expect miracles at that potential $17 price point especially.
So the key takeaway here, the real nugget of knowledge. When you see fantastic claims, you need fantastic proof, especially if prices are inconsistent and there's no clear quality control evidence.
Well said. And that brings us to a final thought, something for you to chew on.
Okay.
Beyond just this one gadget, what does this whole situation suggest? This gap between the, let's say, TikTok marketing buzz and the lack of objective stuff like certifications.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about how you evaluate new tech in general these days?
Who do you trust more? The influencer vibe or the official standard?
Yeah. There's something worth thinking about as more and more tech gets marketed this way. Explore that tension for yourself.